On today's show, my co-host and personal friend, JT Chevallier. Man, it's looking good.
Dude, you're looking good, man.
Musicians, you know, they always have that look to them. He's going to be playing a live song right here on the show today. Plus, Adra is going to be talking about Locals Appreciation Day coming to Tahoe. And the Shins. Let's keep it here. Wake Up Tahoe.
Coming to you from the 12th floor of the Montbleu Resort Casino and Spa on the beautiful south shore of Lake Tahoe, this is Wake Up Tahoe with Dreu Murin. Wake Up Tahoe is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Good morning, welcome to Wake Up Tahoe. 68 degrees expected today, and sun is shining. A beautiful day here in Tahoe. A few days of rain, cleaned everything up.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful outside. I mean, I think the rain's good because it's just going to make the mountain bike trails good and keep the dust down.
That's what everybody was saying. Everybody's been on the mountain bike trails the last couple of days just saying it's packed down perfectly. So, yeah. JT Chevalier, my guest host today in the studio with us, musician, filmmaker, just all around badass.
Well, thank you, Drew.
It's on your resume. I had to say it. I'm like, you got to be a pretty good deal to have that on your resume, just all around badass.
Well, my mom always says you can be really good at one thing, or you can be marginally good at a lot of different things. So I go for the kind of marginal aspect.
It's a good way. That's how we operate here.
Yeah.
And we got a lot to talk about on the show today. John Chevalier is actually going to play right here on Wake Up Tahoe, so look forward to that coming up. We're going to talk about all the concerts coming into town. Mother's Day right around the corner. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah, John, just to let you know.
Sorry, Mom.
It's right here. Plus, Adra is going to have your update as well towards the end of the show. And waterfall safety. You never can be too safe around those waterfalls. After a little case that happened in Yosemite, but we'll be talking about all that. But first of all, I want to highlight the Shins coming to Montbleu Resort Casino and Spa this weekend. John, being the musician that you are, you have some history with these guys.
Yeah, I love these guys. I've actually was lucky enough to play with them about 5 years ago, and let me just say that I saw them again down in Reno about 2 months ago. An incredible show. I mean, it really doesn't get any better for, something that really the whole family can enjoy.
Sure.
But I would say the Shins are my favorite band, or one of my favorite bands of all time. So a big shout out to Paul Rita for bringing them to Lake Tahoe. I really appreciate that.
$32. Easy does it.
Pretty good deal.
64, you bring a date, make her pay for herself.
Oh, yeah, or you can make your date pay for you, and then you go for free.
That's the musician lifestyle. I love it. Get them now, though. May 11th, the Shins will be in town. That's cool. They call you to open for them this time?
No.
You're probably too busy, huh?
You know what I told Paul? I emailed Paul. I was like, hey, so if you need an opening act, let me know. And he was like, they bring their own. But
maybe next year.
But hey, Shins, if you're out there, holler at your boy.
John's hiring. Yeah, that's right. Hey, real quick, I want to touch upon a little bit of everything. Where do you want to start? You got so much going on. You got music. You got film.
You know what? I think most important thing is that I'm finally cutting the cord from the college educational experience and graduating in a week. So more importantly, I wanted to invite everybody out there May 18th. Tahoe Keys, graduation party starting at 3 p.m. But it's going to be big. We're roasting a pig. And
whoa!
Yeah, I think we're going to do, a little bit of consuming of some beverages that might be delicious.
The outdoor pool?
Yeah.
Outdoor pool right there in the Tahoe Keys.
Yeah.
Graduating.
Huge
feat.
Yeah, it took 8 years. So to get a 4-year degree. So I don't know how that math works out. I didn't really take too much math in college.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. And then just playing music and film and video whenever I can.
Business?
Yeah, business degree.
Business
degree.
Sierra Nevada College.
Sierra Nevada College. And let me just say that if you're thinking that there's no way to get a 4-year degree in Lake Tahoe, I spent 3 of the best years of my life in Incline Village, and Sierra Nevada College is by far the best educational institution that you can ask for.
Well, that's fantastic. Family's got to be good. You expected some gifts coming in?
Yeah, I got mom and dad coming. I don't know about the gifts. I think they bought them 4 years ago when I was supposed to graduate, so might be a little outdated. I think I got like an iPod coming to me.
Oh, yeah. Put them on layaway.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, you know what? You get a pig when you graduate. I got like corn dogs.
Nice.
That's how they do it in Susanville. They're like, we're going to roast up some corn dogs for your graduation.
I ran into someone who was from Susanville, and he knew your dad, and I can't even remember his name anymore. But we were out at a bar, and I just talked, and I was like, hey, where are you from? Susanville. I was like, oh, then you know Drew then. He's like, of course I know Drew. I know the whole family. So Drew's well known in Susanville. If you don't know.
My mugshot was in the paper every Tuesday. We got our paper out every Tuesday, once a week. That's when you had to wait. There's always me like, from the weekends. There's nothing else to do in Susanville, you know? You get cow tipping and country girls.
Yep. That's like my mom's home in Durango, Colorado. You just drive around in your truck and cause trouble.
Exactly. You prefer cow tipping to country girls out there, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to talk some film. Now tell us, first of all, we're going to take a look at your Living the Dream footage coming up.
Yeah, so this is a piece that my best friend Scott Hoffman shot of me about a year ago, and this is off my upcoming album that's going to be released hopefully this summer. But it's called Livin the Dream, and it's kind of just goes behind like why we all live in Tahoe, and that's just enjoying every day and living everything like it's a dream, because I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's where we are, and that's why we live here. So
it's super exciting. We're going to take a look at that coming up at the break. But a little announcement. John and I played golf before. Locals Day is put off till next Wednesday at Lake Tahoe Golf Course. Stephanie Smith, Kevin Summerfield out there. You and I, good friends with Kevin.
Oh, Kevin's the man.
Caused a lot of trouble. We almost ended up on the front page of the paper a couple times with Kevin, but that will be next Wednesday. So there's still some openings. They're letting us know. So log on to their website or just give them a call. Talk to Stephanie. She has a sexy voice.
Yeah, she does.
Take a look here. John Chevalier's Living the Dream. We'll be back.
Look you in the eyes, I'm staring at your thighs, and I just want tell you that I never could have been your man. I'm trying, but the timing just ain't ever right. But you're looking good tonight, 'cause we're living the dream for just one night. It's obviously wrong, but it feels so right. Why do we do the things we do? 'Cause we're living the dream, just me and you. 5 years gone, and I still believe there's a spark in you, there's a spark in me. So light the fire, and I'll set the blaze, and we will fan the flames, this masquerade. 'Cause we're living the dream for just one night. It's obviously wrong, but it feels so right. Why do we do the things we do? 'Cause we're living the dream, just me and you. Don't let me hold tight. I just wanna be by your side, by your side. I never want to go another 5 years to know. 'Cause we're living the dream for just one night. It's obviously wrong, but it feels so right. Why do we do the things we do? 'Cause we're living the dream, just me and you. Yeah, we're living the dream, just me and you.
Welcome back. A little look at Living the Dream. And now, a little indie girl.
Sweet.
JT Chevallier. Take a listen.
She knew that living in a world style tonight. eyes closed and King to Leon is on stereo now. Moves to a look forward, you may have seen in the city of broken hearts. But I know for a fact that the city will tear it apart. Cause she's an INDIEGRL. She's gonna keep the city hell. City of angels who we surely see. Brings back to its knees. By small town girl, left this small town world to reach the sky. Never thought once or not twice about leaving it all behind. Yeah. Walks down the corner, rock stars passing under her feet. With a smile magnetic, attracting everybody that she meets. Like this boy in the past who bought in my legs. Success was a lover and the bar was just one other fate. Cause she's an INDIEGRL. Gonna keep the city hell. City of angels who we surely see. Brings back to its knees. By small town girl, left the small town world to reach the sky. Never thought once or not twice about leaving it all behind. No, I'm right. Shine beneath. Know you well, 'cause I still think of you, still, yeah. Prove them wrong. Doubters and disbelievers, you will show them all. I will say that I knew a girl, style so plastic and so goddamn gifted, she ruled the world with a style and a date and a move that she makes. And now I see her face on screen in magazine, and I will say that girl's my only INDIE, baby. That girl's my only INDIE, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. Indie Girl, one of my favorite jams. I rock it in my boat throughout the Keys. Everybody comes out on their porches, starts rocking and rolling it. Tell me where that whole song came from.
So, Indie Girl is, funny thing, I just talked about this last night, is it's actually about a go-go dancer at Harrah's that I met.
This is going to be a good story.
I met at the Business Expo like 6 years ago, the Lake Tahoe Business Expo. And we hung out for like 3 weeks or something like that, and she changed my brain. I mean, it was just like the way she was. She was like this girl that listened to indie music, just lived the lifestyle, you know, and just totally had me smitten within 3 weeks. And then by the time where I was like almost like falling in love with this girl, she was like, cool, I'm moving to LA. And I was like, wait, what just happened? And so she moved to LA, and you know, I kind of started formulating this thing as like, you know, one, this girl just wasn't made for Tahoe. She was made for LA. She was like this personified indie girl, you know. She was like, you know, when you think of an indie girl, she's just like, you know, tip to tail, just what that person should be.
Sure.
And so I was like, I gotta write a song about her. You know, it was one of those where, and it just organically came about, and just organically came out. And to this day, it's like my favorite song that I get to play.
You still see her? Talk to her?
Oh yeah. She's actually. She's dating this guy that's like now he's the leader of the quest crew for America's Next Best Dance Crew. So she's doing exactly what she wants, and her name's Elizabeth Brissenden. Her parents own Sorensen's
okay,
down in Hope
Oh,
Valley.
yeah, I know Elizabeth.
So if you guys get a chance, man, check out Sorensen's. They're great down there. John and Patty Brissenden. They'll definitely take care of you. But yeah,
Interesting. Isn't it funny how these songs come about?
it really is. I can't sit down and write a song. It's just like the song gets written in my head, and then if I don't jot it down, I forget it. And that's just.
And it's even more funny how these girls can just like totally Twitter paid us. To where like in 3 weeks we're like,
Yep. Jedi mind tricks. I don't know like what's in like the U.S. weeklies or the People magazines, but it's got me figured out.
it's so true. It happens that quick.
Yeah.
And like you say, before you even know, it's like, whoa.
Yep.
Especially those go-go girl dancers. I don't know what it is. I think it's some of the scents that they wear.
It's like you put them on a pedestal, literally.
Put the light on them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Put some light on them and you're like, all right.
Hey, we got a good show for you. Coming up, we're going to see more of John Chevalier's work coming up. But first of all, there's a crayfish crook out there in Lake Tahoe. Yeah, Tahoe Lobster Company missing a few of its traps. 160 traps have been stolen. Over $21,000 worth of equipment is gone. I don't know what's going on, people, but if you see any stray lobster traps or crawdad traps, make sure you return them to those guys because they're just trying to clean up the clarity of the lake, John.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, crawfish could be a big business for us here in Lake Tahoe. And, I think it's an important thing that we look at ways that we can fix the environment and also make some money, and that's the way of doing it. And when you make it harder for them by stealing their traps, all you're doing is hurting the economy.
So true.
Hurting us as a whole.
And John and I had a business opportunity. We're going to have our little crab shack. We're going to have lobster like they do down south, like I'm sure you've been there. And then we're going to have like the Asian clams. We're going to cook those up too. And then maybe those mussel things. We'll have a whole
coag mussel linguine.
Exactly.
I actually saw a recipe for that. But they're just so small, you need like 1 million of them.
But we could come up with. And then we're going to add to the menu fish and chips with goldfish.
I like it. I like it.
Cover the entire bases.
Funny you say that is because after I saw the goldfish thing come out, the gigantic goldfish, is that I'm a big angler. I don't want to catch trout anymore. I'm not going for the kokanee salmon. I want a goldfish the size of this table. And that's it. That's all I want is a goldfish the size of the table.
Well, John and I are going to start our own reality show, Hooked, Lake Tahoe, and we're going to go after with a harpoon.
Yep.
We're going to harpoon this sucker. We're going to angle that sucker. But May 11th, 9 a.m., 12 to 12 p.m. is South Lake Tahoe's North Lake Tahoe and Middle Truckee River Snapshot Day going on here. So that's all about the water clarity since we're kind of transitioning into that. Gain hands-on experience to shadow water resource professionals to gain knowledge of local water quality issues. If you care about protecting the Tahoe watershed from further degradation, volunteer for the 13th annual Snapshot Day going on over there, Truckee Tahoe. Absolutely a great thing. You go out and kind of look at the clarity. It's actually improving.
It's critical too. I mean, the clarity and protection of our watersheds, both in Lake Tahoe and the American Sacramento watersheds, are just absolutely critical. And I think everybody should take advantage of becoming a part of how we use our water.
I agree. Plus, when you're stand-up paddling, you can see the fish swimming by. It makes it a lot easier.
Exactly.
For us fishermen type thing. Oh, there's one. Little quick game for you. Would you rather? I'm sure you know. You're a musician. You play.
Yeah.
I play games. You play guitars. I think you get more ladies than I do, but we're going to go with that.
So.
Would you rather? Adra says we have to play. This is today's game here, and I'm going to pull out a few. And this is for you, JT Chevallier. Would you rather take a harmonica lessons from John Popper, blues traveler, or would you rather listen to Britney Spears talk about hair extensions?
Ooh, that's a tough
one.
one. But since John Popper is by far one of my favorite musicians, just because of his
lots of John Popper supporters.
I'm a big fan. And if you listen to Revolution as well, they got a new CD that came out. It's Peace of Mind. John Popper plays on the 5th song and plays a harmonica solo, and it will change your life. I mean, John Popper is my hero.
On a harmonica.
On a harmonica.
The guy can blow.
Yeah.
He can blow. Okay, so that settles that one there. Harmonica. You ever think about taking up the harmonica?
You know what? I've been dabbling in a little harmonica. I've been trying to
get the little headgear thing. Kind of reminds me of headgear. When
I want to get one of those Tom Petty, kind of harmonicas right there.
Our last one. Write lyrics as good as Bob Dylan, but sing them so people know what the heck you're saying. Or be a judge on American Idol. Ooh, tough one there.
Ooh, since I'm not one for passing judgment, I'm gonna go with writing lyrics like Bob Dylan, but actually being able to sing them clearly.
There is your Would You Rather. We're going to take another quick break, and we're going to move over and take a look at the Vegas experiment right now, and we'll talk about that when we come back.
Here it is, the first day of spring. I don't want to water down your dreams, but want to keep all your lawns green. save it for the birds in the trees. Boy, gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know. Now here we are, the 4th of July, smoking fire in the sky. One day to let freedom ring, yeah, ring it down with a bottle of drink. Boy, gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know. Put it on you like the way it feels. You wanna know that you got sex appeal. One day you'll even pay your bills, yeah. Wash it down with a bottle of pills. Girl, gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know. You gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know, yeah. You gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth. Boy, gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know, yeah. Gotta help yourself, man, you gotta share the wealth more than you wanna know.
Welcome back to the show. Don't forget to follow us on our website, wakeuptahoe.com. JT Chevallier, the Vegas experiment. Pretty amazing story how that whole thing kind of came about.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I grew up in Las Vegas. I spent 17 years there and was an avid snowboarder, even though that doesn't make much sense. And so I grew up right into this place, Las Vegas Ski and Snowboard Resort, and moved up to Tahoe because I wanted to become a awesome professional snowboarder, which obviously doesn't happen. And
It can.
So I got to meet a lot of amazing people, you know, Scott Hoffman, Alex Pedersen, Chris Horton, just all these, you know, Mick Godomsky, just amazing athletes. And I went back to Vegas to visit after not riding the resort for like 7 years. And we went and shot there one day, and my buddy Adam Carlson got like a great method over like their biggest jump, which I guess no one had really hit that year even. And 2 days later, it ended up on the front page of their website. So then I called them and I was like, hey guys, like, why don't we come back and do something a little bit more in depth? Because, you know, when I tell everybody, yeah, we're going down to ride in Vegas, they were like, oh, it's an indoor place. No, it's not. You know, it's not some indoor place at the Mandalay Bay. Like, this is a real deal 10,000 foot mountain.
People think you put on like 3D glasses.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
The chair shake.
Right, like the motion rides at Disneyland.
Exactly.
And so
they scent it, you know, with snow flavored scent. Throw some like peanuts at you.
Exactly. So we call them and we go, hey, you know, we want to come down. And I was at Nationals with my snowboard team at the time. So I called them and I was like, hey, we'd like to come down after I get done with Nationals. And they're like, well, when are you done with Nationals? April 8th. Well, cool. We're closed April 8th. And here you go. And I still have it. This is the master key to the resort. They go, here you go. We're done for this season. We'll see you later.
Just handed the keys.
The taps at the bar are still open. Have fun. And literally left us 2 snowmobiles and a crew of 3 guys and a cat. And, 2 cats. We broke the first one trying to build a jump.
It happens.
But literally just lived on this resort for 5 days and enjoyed it as if it was our own, you know? And
oh, man. Thanks for the call on that, by the way.
Yeah, I should have. But it was just so cool to come full circle, you know, from...
What JT's doing today? No, nothing. He just owns his own resort.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of, as we were driving away, we all looked at each other and we're like, this probably not going to happen.
Pretty amazing, though.
Yeah,
Kind of a fun time. Not many people get that experience, and you still got the key to prove it.
Still got the key. I got to give it back someday, but it says do not duplicate, but I think I might try and
Just keep it on your key
a
ring.
little bit.
That's Rough Diamonds. This is in the Tahoe Daily action here. Super Diamond coming to Harris and Harvey's South Shore room. Take a look at these guys right here. It looks like they should be at Boogie Nights. I mean, they got... Look at this shirt. That's a good looking shirt right there,
I think we
right?
call that a deep V in the business.
You were telling me you'd love to start a Neil Diamond cover band.
I would. I mean, if you can tell, I already got the V going. Yeah, maybe we should. So I just got to get a little deeper.
Let's open it up a little bit.
There we go.
Now, okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's how. Now we're ready for Super Diamond. That'll be in the South Shore room this Saturday. Get your tickets now. You can get them at the box office, and make sure you comb out your.
We'll
chest
sell
hair
you
a little bit.
our deep Vs.
Yeah, you do got.
I got a little bit. Yeah.
The audience is looking at us going, back up. Got Locals Appreciation Party coming up. Adrian's going to be highlighting that here in the next segment. Good event. It was held at Moe's Place last year. Kind of, I think Late Night Billy puts the whole thing on, kind of brings all the locals out, gets them all together, because this is our shoulder season up here.
And this is the season where it's really critical that locals go out and enjoy Lake Tahoe.
Right.
Because, more often than not, we're so focused on going to work, doing work, coming back home. But the shoulder season is, if you want these restaurants, these resorts, all these places to stay open, it's almost your responsibility as a local to go out and support them, and go out and support your community. And I think the more local stays that we can have, the more events that we can have, that's going to benefit us as a local community. Because as much as we love visitors and tourists, we love them. We live here 365 days a year.
So true.
This
time of year. Bring it all together.
Know your neighbors.
Know your neighbors. Get to know them. Now, we're going to talk more about what you do on a day-to-day basis, because you're a stand-up paddler, musician, you do it all. But first of all, we need waterfall safety. Important, John. Important.
It might not sound like it, but it is critical, especially in Yosemite.
What is it with Yosemite? People just get mesmerized with the surroundings. They're like, oh, look at that. And all of a sudden, they're like, ah.
It's like the fact that people don't understand that they're on 1,000-foot cliffs. Because they're too busy looking at the 1,000-foot cliffs. I mean, you're so awestruck by the size, scale, and scope of Yosemite that your brain just clicks off. And me being there plenty of times, it's pretty serious.
Amazing place. Rangers at Yosemite National Park in California recovered a body. This was about a week or two ago. Kenneth Stensby, 73-year-old, fell to his death after kind of experiencing a 317-foot waterfall all to its entirety. So we have a little waterfall safety segment coming up. But first of all, John, before we let you go, what's your weekend plans, man?
My weekend plans are climbing, fishing, paddleboarding, but I mean, most importantly, just being outdoors and trying to enjoy myself and continue to live the dream.
I love the positivity that JT Chevallier carries with him. And that's what we need to tell people. Stay positive out there.
I think, that's the most important thing. And I always say it's a real easy thing. Positive people doing positive things in a positive place. And I think the more that, we can understand that if we stay positive, if we do positive things, the place stays positive, and it's really easy in a small town to get caught up in the negativity, to get caught up in the things that aren't going right. But once again, look out the window and life's not that bad.
Real quick shout outs on the show. Doug Williams asked where the coupon in the Tahoe Daily Tribune we mentioned yesterday for one free entree what the purchase of a regular free entree is, and that is Teps Villaroma. You know it also well.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to provide live entertainment, so we're going to cover that in the upcoming show
Great
here
salad
shortly.
Bar.
Yeah. Teps Villaroma, Doug Williams. There you go. Sorry I missed that yesterday. Also, Amy says, Drew, you're silly. I always laugh so hard. I don't know what show she's watching. April Springer thinks yesterday's burger photo of Sarah Eggleston is fabulous. In case you didn't know, the Burger Day is still going on over at Hard Rock Cafe. John, thank you, sir.
Pleasure, man. Keep doing a great job.
Where are you playing next? Where can people catch you?
I'll be at Steamers tonight, and I'll be at the Fresh Catch this weekend.
We'll all be there, too. John Chevalier, catch them while you can. We'll be back with Adra. Wake Up Tahoe continues.
When you come to a beautiful place like the falls here at Fallen Leaf Lake, the natural thing to want to do is take a great photograph and share it with your friends. Trust me, I'm a photographer. I know sometimes a few inches make the difference between a good picture and a great picture. But please, people, be sensible. Too many people die falling off the cliff trying to get that one great photograph. And trust me, nobody's going to see your photograph if your camera is laying in a wreck at the bottom of a cliff or underwater at a waterfall. If it looks dangerous, it probably is. Watch your footing. Please be respectful of guardrails and signs. Those ugly guardrails are there for a reason. You're not supposed to be on the other side of them.
Remember, folks, there is no such thing as a shot that's worth your life. Don't lean too far over the edge.
Be safe. Thank you. Keep Tahoe blue.
Welcome back to the show. Adra joins me now for your daily update. JT Chevallier, man.
I know, I couldn't stop staring at him. He's so good looking.
Chicks dig him. I'm serious. You know, The Voice has Adam Levine. Lake Tahoe has JT Chevallier. No kidding.
Women love a guy that can strum with a pick.
I know. I caught a pick during the...
He gave that to you?
I did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We have to watch
got my
out
own
for
little
Drew, guys.
JT Chevallier pick there
I think
going
he's
on.
got a new fan.
I've always been a huge fan of JT. Hey,
A huge fan.
Locals Appreciation Party.
Yeah. That's
Tell me.
going on Sunday, the 12th.
What's
Mother's
going-
Day.
Well, that's a good time to have a locals appreciation
Yeah, but it starts
party.
at 10 o'clock, so after you've done the whole mom's thing and she's gone to bed for the night, then you can go to the locals party, and it's completely free.
And you know what's funny about this is a lot of the Tahoe moms are going to be dragging their kids out.
Well, they're going to
gonna
go to Cougars Night on Saturday, and then they're going to come. So Mom's Night Out is going to be Saturday and Sunday at the Montbleu Resort. So you can get your tickets, because they are free, but it's first come, first serve. So there's going to be so many people there. You're going to want to have your ticket ahead of time. Mad About Music here at Montbleu. You can also go to, what's the other place? There's a couple of them. You can get your tickets ahead of time and then show up for Tahoe Blue sponsored event. Late Night Productions is going to be putting this on. Last year it was at Moe's. This year it's going to be here in Blue Nightclub, and you're going to have Thrive, Weapon, and Weapon's our local band that's here. It's all reggae and fun.
And our own Jack Durst at Fabulous Tahoe actually personally filmed Weapon, so I'm sure he'll be there rocking out.
That's true. And then Thrive, they just put out their new Relentless album, and so I'm sure they'll be doing some of that. They're actually expanding on their group sound, so they're going in a few different directions with it. So I don't know if that means they're getting louder, but they're expanding.
They're expanding.
Maybe they're just getting a little bit heavier from the winter.
Maybe.
Expanding
I
their
feel
sound.
like I expanded.
I don't know. But because
Expanding right now.
But because of the fact, and don't forget disc jockey Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, is he gonna be there?
Yes.
Del the Funky Homo Sapien. This guy's
He is.
fantastic.
A little hip hop reggae. We're gonna go.
He's
I
coming
think
back.
Drew and I are gonna go. So once again, Tahoe Blue Vodka is sponsoring, so there will be drink specials there. We're gonna show you how to make our own special wake up drink here.
Okay.
And this is great for boating season. It's good for backpacking. It's good for camping. So
It's
what
a
you
good
do?
way to kick off a 6 a.m. wake-up call.
You start with your own favorite vitamin water, and you drink it down.
How much? How much is the question here, though? Oh, a lot. Okay, so
That
there you go.
much.
Okay.
Because you have to have room for the vodka.
What if you don't want to fill your stomach up with vitamin water?
You do.
You can pour it out, right?
You can. But
Just pour
the
it.
thing is vitamin water does what for your body? It gives you vitamins, electrolytes, and hydrates you. So
So basically,
I just want to let you know that is delicious vodka. By the way,
I'm glad
then
the 12-step program's working so well for you.
you take these, you chill them, you throw them in the coolers, you throw them in the ice, and then in the boat, there's always those spots under the seats, and then you go, It just keeps getting better and better. That's all I have to say. So when you go to your locals party, if you don't have any money, I do suggest getting the specials. But outside of that, please, I feel drunk. Please make your own to-go beverages. It's Tahoe. There's lots of outdoor events this summer. Take it to go.
I'm calling your mom. Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be drinking.
Yeah, I know. Adra Frenstermaker, she'll put the recipe up online. You can catch it at wakeuptahoe.com. Yeah, Mrs. Frenstermaker, your daughter. You need to talk to your daughter. While she's
didn't
taking
do
that
it,
phone
Mom.
call,
Happy
in
Mother's
case
Day,
you
gotta go.
missed yesterday's show, Hard Rock Cafe, it is Burger Month over there. So just recap yesterday's show to be more involved in that. And also we want to highlight 99-cent tacos and margaritas. And if there's a good AA consultant out there or counselor, Adra's looking for one. That does it for today's show. We got to go. Adra's done. Tomorrow we're going to have your weekend update. It'll be Friday here on the show. And Steve from Sierra at Tahoe, good friend of JT's and I's, will be on the show highlighting all Sierra Tahoe.
I sure hope he shows up.
He will be here, guaranteed. Wake Up Tahoe. Tahoe Blue Vodka. Adra.
A little bit
Guys,
loopy.
she's single. See you tomorrow.
I'm cheap.
I didn't say it.